What are the best gaming altcoins for 2023 and into 2024? Today, what we're going to do is look at 3 or 4 different altcoin plays that are good setups right now that you can get into to almost 10x in 2024 in the gaming altcoin realm. This is Crypto Intel. My name is Max. Let's get started. Okay, so today I want to look at some gaming altcoins and some plays that we can make, some setups that we can see right now so that we can get into some of these good gaming altcoin plays. Now, first what I'd like to do though is look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, because this will give us a good idea of where we are in the cycle as it relates to playing altcoins, to investing in altcoins. And you can see here that right now, as of Sunday, December 17th, when I'm recording this video, you can see that we're really right on the cusp of a break of this very long enduring trend line. And as we break this is going to signal altcoin season. The last time that happened was when we had a good altcoin run. And so that's possible. But the other thing that's possible, and really it depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king here. If Bitcoin has a big dip right now, then altcoins are going to suffer. If Bitcoin continues to go up, we could see a nice run in altcoin before, let's say, about mid-January. So we're kind of on the cusp here. So what this says to me is that when I'm buying altcoins at this point, if I'm going to take advantage of some setups, I don't want to go in with a full position. I want to go in with a position where if Bitcoin has a dip and the altcoins will dip more, I have some capital so that I can buy it lower and have an average nice buy on these altcoins. So you need to keep that in mind as we're looking at some of these trades. So let's take a look now at some altcoins that I think in the gaming narrative that I think can have some good setups. First, we're going to look at Nakamoto Games. And we can see here that it's had a nice breakout right about from here. And what I've done is I've drawn, it actually has had 2 breakouts, one here, one up here, and then it ranged for a while and had another breakout. And now it's come back down. And you remember from previous videos, there are 2 times to buy altcoins, 2 setups to buy altcoins. One is when you have a breakout of a nice long range, like right here. This would be ideal. Get in right here. You set your stop right below the previous low right here, right? And then the other time is when you have a retracement. So we had a range here, it broke out, went up, and now we're seeing a retracement. And you can see that right now we're right about at the 618. So the ideal place to enter on a retracement is between the 618 and the 786 right here. So right in this area will be a good place to enter. Nakamoto, now all the altcoins I'm going to show you today in the gaming space have good tokenomics, are good games, altcoins to buy in the gaming space. I am in this one already, but I would buy again if it dips a little bit lower. Even right around here might be a good place to enter. Let's take a look at Prime. Now, let me go back to Nakamoto Games. So Nakamoto Games is an example of an altcoin that has a history. You can see here that this thing has gone up all the way up to like $7, $8, okay? So, will it break its all-time high? I think it will. I think this is one of the plays that will eventually break the all-time high. That's why I am looking to play Nakamoto Games this cycle. But you want to keep that in mind. Now, another one that I think has a good setup coming up here is Prime. And Prime is a new coin. So this one is already in what's called price discovery because it's already gone past its all-time high. And again, you can see here that when we are in price discovery, what you need to do is do a fib extension so that you can see where some price targets could be. We don't know where it can go from here, but what we see is from the break of the trend line here, this range, from the break of that up to the point, the highest point that it got, and then back down its retracement, we can see that it's gone up. Right now it's at the 618, and a good target for these kinds of extensions is the 1.6, the 2, and the 2.6, which is up here a little bit further. So you can see that the price action on Prime has gone up to the 1.0 range and has come back down and is now, it looks like it's the last high range right here is acting as support. If this continues to be support, this might be a good place to enter into Prime. Okay, let's take a look at another one. This is called Seedify, and this one here, again, all of these I think are going to be good plays throughout the next 2 years, but it's really going to be dependent on when Bitcoin dumps, and Bitcoin is going to have a dump before the halving. It always does in these types of cycles. It always has a good, I'd say, between 15 to 30% retracement between now and the halving, or a little bit after the halving. So when that happens, these altcoins are going to go down double that probably. So you want to keep that in mind again. But Seedify right now, and again, if you really zoom out here, you can see that this one went all the way up to $18, and now we're sitting at about $3.50, okay? So this one is another one that I think can very easily get higher than its all-time high because of the role it plays in the gaming world. And, all of these gaming tokens, they're going to explode if we get a Web3 game, a crypto-centric game that takes off, where we get a whole bunch of users. We don't have that yet, but it looks like in the next year or two, we are going to get something like that. So here again, we have a situation where we had a nice breakout on this. Let's just do this here. We had, it's really broken out and gone pretty much straight up. So what you want to do again is look for a retracement. I would do it from the bottom here to the top. We're only now not even at the 0.38. You want to get somewhere around here. So if and when Bitcoin has a dump, and this goes down around the 230 range to $2. $2 is a nice round number, somewhere around $2. That's when I would buy this one. So keep this on watch. I think it's a good one to play during this Bitcoin bull run. Another one is Ronin. Ronin, again, just like Seedify, has had a nice break from its range. This range has gone on from the beginning of the year, really. It actually, right here, when it broke down around May of 2022, and you see a nice big range, it broke out. It's coming up against this resistance. And again, this is a major resistance here. A major resistance. It's had one nice breakout. It's kind of consolidating along this resistance. If it breaks out, that might be a good place to enter. The way that I would do it, I would put my stop right here, right around 159, and then go. Now, a safer way to play it would be to let it break out, let it come back and test this resistance, and then play it from there. So you can do it in two ways. But this is another one that I think has a lot of potential going forward in the next year or two. And finally, I want to talk about Illuvium. Illuvium is another one that's had a nice breakout and is now, you can see, and again, this one has had a big run in the last, like you can see how far it has gone up. Illuvium was all the way up to $1,900. Now, will it get that high this year? I don't know. But I think this is a good play. And it's had, so far this year, it's had a nice breakout play. In fact, it's gone up. You can see here from the bottom, it's gone up already about 200%, or about 2 times. So that would have been a nice play. But of course, we don't know if any of these are going to take off or not. Now, this one has had a nice breakout from a long range here. And here's a bigger range even. You can see this right here. This could be seen as a bigger range. And so you can take the retracement from the first range break, and you can see at that, from the first range break, we're down around the 0.5. It would be nice if it gets down here somewhere around 80 to 83, okay? You can also take the extension from the second break range right here, and here we're down in the nice buy zone right around the 0.786. So from here you can get into this trade right around now. You can wait and see if it breaks through down to this range right here around 80 to 84. Again, these are all trades that I wouldn't do with a whole, say you have $1,000 you want to invest to each one of these coins. I would only do about $500, about half an amount of the trade, to wait and see if Bitcoin is going to have a bigger dip in the next month or so. That way, if you buy here, you have 1,000 and it goes down to here, you can put your other 500 in, and your effective buy is going to be somewhere around here. And that's going to give you a nice entry on this. So those are the coins that I wanted to look for in terms of gaming for today. As always, if you like the content, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Take a look at my free crypto alert program that you can join. Doesn't cost you anything. You don't need to have a credit card, and you can get all the buys that I'm making going forward. So for now, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.